So it's Monday, the 24th. I'm gonna do a prop firm video, but I'm gonna do multiple things all at once. I'm gonna trade live. I'm gonna talk about pros and cons about prop firms. There's a lot to be done. I apologize for my wardrobe. It's not professional, but let's get to the bed. Let's talk about it. Let's do things. You know what I'm saying? Let's just do things, bro. Let's do a lot. All right. So first and foremost, this is gonna be not a clean video. So if you're looking for clean, if you're looking for dopamine, just go. All right. Let me take off my shirt. So it's morning, I'm cold, but I want to look good. Oh, so let's change hoodies. So the reason why I'm gonna talk about prop firms is because I'm gonna trade with a prop firm account. So as you can see in the bottom right here, it says 50,000. It's a clean prop firm, nothing too crazy. Um, but I want to talk about pros and cons, right? Because there's pros and cons to everything. So on the left side, I'm gonna talk about these sides over here. All right, it's all gibberish. They're just my thoughts. So you could just look at them, read them, and just fuck off if you want. Or you could just listen to my thoughts as I go through them, all right, one by one. Remember, the focus will be trading life. So look at this. We're looking at gold. We're looking at S&P 500. I don't know if you guys can tell. Okay. And Nasdaq. Or just gonna be these two. The S&P 500 and gold. So gold currently going for sales. It looks like either got liquidity or it just showed the hand where it wants to go. So over here, we can see how we have one break of structure, and now we have two break of structures. A lower low and a lower low. Okay. Bear with me, bro. We're good. I'm not gonna take no trade until after the open. And well, we still gotta go through the select, all right? So chill. I'm like I said in the previous video, you need to refresh your dopamine. So you can scroll if you want, but are you gonna get anything from it? Be locked in, bro. Okay. So before I get into the real slides, I want to see what's going on right now with the markets. Okay. So when it comes to 4 hour, we see this big gap right here that needs to get filled in. But we also have a higher high with these gaps. So we'll see what happens, all right? I don't want to put my bias and analysis too quickly because, well, I know how that goes. Okay. So let's talk about pros and cons about prop firms. Now, a lot of people don't do this. Remember, I'm trading live on a prop. I'm talking about prop firms, pros and cons. And I'm gonna trade live, bro. Who makes a couple videos all into one, right? Come on. I didn't even do my bed or anything. I went straight into it. Let's go. Well, first of all, I don't even know if I'm recording. I am recording. Nice. I'm gonna put pause it. I'm gonna gather myself a little bit and we'll get started. It's always bothering me. I know it's gonna bother you guys with the little glare. It's unprofessional. Hey, I gotta fix things up, but let's get the ball rolling though. Okay. So cons, negatives always are more important. So let's go through the negatives. You can read it on the right hand side, okay? But remember, it could be too much information. Read this bottom, bro. It says, I could talk for so long about each point, but just to give a small little understanding before we keep it going, okay? I'm kind of unorganized, and I did this at midnight last night. All right, I wanted to make a video live trading with my prop firm and also talk about prop firms. So it's all messed up. You could read it as I talk about it. Nothing special. So first things first, prop firms are set up in a way for the trader to stop trading as a trader. If as a beginner trader, it's good because it allows you to open up a little bit to the decision making of the rule set. So it trains you to optimize rules versus looking at market structure. Now, some of you don't understand this just yet, but some of you will get this example. We're looking at a trade setup with market structure, and you see a beautiful setup. If it was on a personal front, you probably hold up to that risk to reward like crazy and gain some profits. On the other hand, when you're on a profit, it's limited because it's either on the risk percentage, the consistency rule, or just the profit buffer, where you can't make as much as you want to make because there's rules. So usually trading already is you versus you. All right. However, when you add problems into it, it turns to 2v1. So not only are you going against yourself now, you're going against problems. They're up to get to your dollar. They're your friend when it's their best interest, not your best interest. Instead of looking at markets and taking trades based on market structure, like I said earlier, you're now forced into having a different type of plan. So you now have to be a prop technician, meaning you have to look at max loss, daily loss, the most you can make into a day based on profit target, all of that stuff. Instead of just having plan A based on your trading system and your game plan and pretty much the confluences and all that, it now has to adapt based on prop firms. So now it's not just plan A, but it's plan B. It's not just one, two. It's training with safety rules. It forces you to stop becoming so dependent on yourself and focusing on what's for them, right? Long term, it's not good for you because you become a technician over trade. You have to put a key emphasis. I think I talked about it, but I'm gonna go about it a little bit right now, which is you need to understand early on with the mind space where you want to get yourself into this. Understanding that the actions you take on this platform account, it's not sometimes what you would usually do on a live account. It could teach bad habits if you let it teach bad habits, but it could also teach good habits. When it comes to platforms, it also understands that you stop becoming responsible because you're not really putting skin in the game. You are, but you're not. This is where the mindset shift happens, where trading is supposed to be compounding. It's supposed to be building up liquidity. However, with these prop firms, you can't think like that. You're supposed to take the next payout. If you have an opportunity to withdraw some profits and you don't, because you want to build that buffer, you're screwed. You could build it, but we're talking about prop firms here. All your profits could split away between one bet trade. And that happens to majority of traders, bro. I don't want to get too detailed. Remember, each stop could be 5 minutes, 10 minutes each. All right, but I'm not taking myself serious. I just want to talk aloud, get through this, get trade live. Just take no pause and just look at the markets. I'm going back and forward, bro. They're not gonna catch me going all into one because you get bored and I don't pay attention. All that. So when it comes to the markets right now in gold, we broke two market structures. I mean, we made a lower low and a lower low. Okay. Now I'm waiting for a pullback, but I'm not taking no trades until after the open. So we'll see how it continues building on. Based on the S&P 500, right now we have two lower lows as well. I'm about to lose a bit. There's major pushes, so it could go to 101, maybe 102. But it seems kind of rangy on the 15 minute. And the 1 hour is holding. So we will see. Something like low rangy, okay? Rangy market. So nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy. Okay. Okay. So it now back to the slides. When you take trades on a prop firm, it doesn't hurt as much. It's simulated. You're not putting real skin in the game. You are, but it holds back a little bit of accountability. When you take major losses, more than likely you're going to overtrade and revenge trade when it comes to prop firms. Reason being is because you want to get that percentage back. I see it all the time in videos. Mhm. You become fully detached with the outcome, which is good and bad because if you have reckless behavior, it's just going to transfer over to your personal account, and you don't want that. We're talking about getting experience, getting payouts, and long term here. Okay, so some negatives could be good at the moment, but in reality, they're bad for long term, and that's what we're talking about long term wise. I could go into negatives forever. I want to talk a little bit about the positives because I'm trading on profit again on this video and on this account today. So I'm not talking about personal funds. I'm talking about prop only. Prop only. So the positives for trading on a prop firm. I am learning about how to use a prop firm for trading. It teaches risk. It's like it's an automatic force. That's the first thing you see. What's your max loss stating? You learn how to think in probabilities and understanding that you can't just go all in one trade. You can once you have the skill set and you use personal funds. But I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about profit. And as a beginner. So you ain't going to do bad habits. And if you do, you're gonna learn from them. Because if you don't, then you're fucked. Okay. Uh, it could be one of the reasons why people stop trading too. Uh, if you learn why people over leverage early on, you're like, fuck. Like, no wonder people stop doing this. No wonder people kill themselves after this. No wonder this. This ain't no game. It's serious. It, it, it teaches you to stop thinking in wins and think about it day in, day out, day in, day out. Whatever result I get it today, win or loss, I'm gonna have to show up again tomorrow. That's what I'm saying with that. This is key. The back perspective of teaching systems of control over facing obstacles. When people trade prop firms, they see it as a challenge itself already. When in reality, it should be learning, it should be education, it should be why are these rules placed the way they are? Which is just so an unprofitable trader could get a little system so they could start trading a little better and become a better trader. And to that point, it gives a sense of freedom where you have less decisions to make. You don't have to worry about how much you want to lose, how much you want to make. Like, what happens if I lose everything? What happens to this? They give you that already on the rules before you buy the challenge. They give you some structure, okay? And that within itself could help mental fatigue and emotional sparring, especially as a beginner when you have no trading system or yet you're still trying to find yourself as an identity. Okay. It teaches self control because if you don't have no self control, you're fucking yourself over. And that's what beginner traders have. They just don't have self control. You need to learn self control. Platforms can teach you that self control if you let it. Another one, it gives you data. A lot of people don't like to journal, collect data. Platforms do that for you already. There's a big push now. Okay, platforms give you data already, so you just go on the website and boom, you get to see the result within 30 minutes of a trade or after a while or after a certain time. You get to see the performance of your trade data. It also forces to be consistent day in and day out. You can't just take one profit one day and then expect to pay out the next day. On a personal account, you can win a trade and just withdraw that right away. On platforms, you can't. There's rules. Therefore, it forces consistent behavior, which is good. It teaches you how to be an executioner, not a murderer. I'm talking about execution. You get to be good at what you do. It becomes from gibberish to understanding and to get results. The positives of using prop firms is that you get to understand why people quit early on. Why people don't really put in skin in the game, and you start understanding the bigger picture of trading. Whereas people quit early on because they have zero understanding of what they're doing based on risk. Therefore, they hurt themselves financially and emotionally, and then they quit on themselves from trading even more. You get to learn that as you put skin in the game. So when you're online and you see people losing large amounts of money, it shouldn't scare you. It can, and it should, because you do the same thing if you don't get the early desanitation of the markets. This ain't no game, bro. You can make profits consist- consistently in years and blow it all in one trade. I'm gonna pause it because I need to be right back. So I apologize. This is not good for me, but give me a second. All right. I don't even know where I left off, but it's cool for you to continue going. Like it never happened. All right. So you gotta see this as tuition. When you put skin in the game, and it's not going your way, see it as tuition. Don't look at it as investments. Put it as if you're going to school. Nothing comes for free. You're not getting paid to learn this. So just pay to the game. Just charge it. You gotta remember that after all. You can make everything back. This is not for you to trade, risk, trade, or anything. Just for you to understand. Perspective is everything. You could lose everything multiple times, and you could gain it all back in time. Let God do the heavy work. Just put yourself in the game. Just put yourself in it. Okay, that's what I mean. This ain't a game. Okay. This helps with skill acquisition. Based on the platform's rules, you understand perspectives and layouts, which will help gain the skill and getting better at it. All right. You shouldn't be focused on just getting payouts. That's a positive from this. You're focused on paying out, you're just gonna continue losing your account. To that point, this is probably the biggest key out of all of this. It teaches you that you have weaknesses and you can't advance yourself until you're self-aware enough to change those patterns. It's pattern recognition. And once you identify those patterns, you're able to have a humongous competitive edge because you start applying it to yourself. You start knowing yourself a lot more. That solid winners is such a plus. You can't ignore it. You just either grow or you stop growing. It's a bridge from just being on what questions, what if could I be profitable? It comes from theory, simulation, chaos, into being able to hold yourself accountable, being able to have some structure and have some execution with it. It it's more than just gibberish. Um, there's bad apples, bad problems, and there's also good problems. You have to find what works for you. If you ain't not understanding what problems could be used for your edge and who you are as a trader, and you're just blindly buying random problem accounts, hey, that's why you're getting random results. What you doing, bro? It's a business after all. This thing you can't just think of it as like randomness. No, understand what you're doing. If you use platforms to build on bad habits, well, you're just gonna learn bad habits and you're not gonna get nowhere with it. However, if you use platforms intentionally, then you will get better. Because at the end of the day, it varies on what you're trading. You know what I'm saying? A screenshot right below, or this picture below, was actually one of my first three. I believe it was my first one. I'm not too sure. This was when I was funded. You can't look at the date in the top right. However, this was December of 23, long time ago. All right. So I have I have some skin. Okay. Or doesn't matter if I want to share my accomplishments or not because I could have them or I don't. Probably don't. I got fake money right here, but would it be real money or fake? It's all illusion at the end of the day, and you can listen. Not, there's only a few of you that will actually hold yourself accountable and grow. For the most part, it's just gonna be gibberish and it's just gonna be like, oh, now let's start training life. You guys got the pros and cons from prop firms. Kind of iffy, but just a general understanding. Um, damn, I disappeared from the angle. Give me a second. I guess that was the light. Yeah, it was the light. All right, I'm gonna take this off. I'm gonna go back to the other hoodie. Take off the shirt. Back on hoodie. Like, hey, bro, you have to understand that not everyone has your best interest. Not it's not what it always seems. You know what I'm saying? Also, keep in mind this is my first video back trading in a while. I haven't traded personal funds. I haven't traded demo. I haven't really traded. My short time is kind of bumped right now. So that's why I'm posting videos. That's why I'm talking about problems, trading live, doing everything all at once. We're creating lower lows and lower lows. Now, let's go to daily and break this down. So on the daily, we're bearish. Okay, as you can see, it's bearish. It has a nice little wick to the downside. There's a lot of gaps that we have to fill in. Long term, it looks bullish, but we still have all this to gap, all this to fill in. Okay, it could be demand setup, but for now, we waiting, patiently waiting. Am I gonna take a trade today? Who knows? We'll see. Okay, I'm gonna see how this looks like if I sit down. My water flow. So some of you guys might want to talk confluences, right? What are my confluences? First of all, it's based on market structure, but let's go. There's a lot of ways you want to go about this. Um, but when it comes to today, I just want to showcase a little. So you want to identify your pushes to the upside and downside when it comes to the higher time frame. This is just what I do. Okay, you see, this is what this is marked up. It is. There's pushes to downside and upside. Hmm. And by the way, if you are really judging others based on what they wear and like how they present themselves, it can get dangerous, dog. So just focus on you. Seriously, you don't understand the importance of ignoring others. Like, bro, just lock in. So when you zoom out to 1 hours, you can see how these zones that are marked up are pretty much playing like ping pong together. It's not rangy. Well, it is. Actually, it is. This little area, it's rangy. But I'm talking about just in general, how it goes to a little area and it rejects. The way to look at it is looking at the numbers on the right hand side, where in the blue book of, um, let me see if I can find it. Give me a sec. Let me pause it. Okay. This blue book, shout out to Ollie Trades. He put me onto this book. So in this book, there's something that talks about, oh, what the, um, let me see. So I don't have a picture of it. However, it talks about uh, the number rule. It's not it doesn't go by the number rule, but I'm naming it the number rule, where the markets have a way of using key figures, round numbers. So 500, 600, 900. So like these numbers on the right hand side, they keep it clean and like going to places like, for example, this area. Um, in this area, put my face out the way. Like where we at right now, for example, it could be targeting probably the 500 level. So probably this area over here, or like this level. So for example, you know how it consolidated in the range of five 200 between. You see how it was ranging from here, and look where it was at 200 level. And so that's what I mean. Ice likes to be chilling, areas that seem cool. So don't look at the 136, 269, 220. No, you want to look at it as whole numbers. That's what I mean. Oh, and I highly recommend this book, bro. The blue book I just showed you from Brett Donnelly. Hey, close for something. Damn, I have to change my background. So these are the 25 rules of FX trading by Brett Donnelly. Rule number one, don't blow up. Avoid risk of ruin above all else. Rule number two, adapt or die. Rule number three, of Forex Trading by Brett Donald. Do the work, read the speeches, analyze, read, and study. One thing I haven't mentioned is reading news. So we'll go to Forex Factory and look at all these news. However, I saw what I saw right now. Just be good people, okay? You know what I mean. Don't do what you think you want to do. There's no reason to. Just focus on yourself. Okay, bro. That should got me thinking now. Let me lock in. There's news at 7 in the morning. So in 20, 25 minutes or it's 6:35 a.m. In less than 30 minutes, there's be news again for USD. So you want to learn what these are, okay? So based on this, it seems like it's gonna be positive. It's gonna be positive. I'll teach you how to read it some other time. Don't even trip. Okay. So back to the rules. I didn't create these rules. These are on the blue book. Go get yourself the book, bro. I'm not getting paid for you purchasing the book. I just want what's better. Okay, rule number four. If you look hard enough, you can always find a tech level to justify a bad trade. Meaning you're gonna take a trade, you're gonna take it either way. You're not gonna listen. Rule number five. It's a big level. It's not getting enough reason to put on a trade. Rule number six. No more FOMO. Never worry about missing it. There will always be another trade. You live to see another day. Rule number seven. Flat is the strongest position. When in doubt, get out of the trade or just get out of the charts. Rule number eight. It doesn't always have to make sense. So you're not always a genius. It's at the end of the day, it's probabilities. It's randomness. Rule number nine. Never fight unexpected central bank moves. Jump on them. Read the book. I'm not gonna talk about that. Rule number 10. Making money is hard. Keeping it is even harder. Rule number 11. Successful traders make more money on up days than lose on down days. What they gonna say? Don't let it go over your head. Let that sink in. Rule number 11. Successful traders make more money on up days than they lose on down days. Let that sink in. Rule number 12. Anything can happen. Rule number 13. Keep a trade journal. Thoughts are abstract and fuzzy. Writing is concrete and solid. Rule number 14. There is a time and place to go big. Rule number 15. Good traders vary bet size. Rule number 16. It always looks big at the highs. It always looks heavy at the lows. Rule number 17. You control the process, but you don't control the outcome. Rule number 18. Each trade is a drop of water. The market is the ocean. There's a spice it up right here. But but hopefully it breaks or it might break. This setup right here. We'll see. 'Cause the pushes are really hard. This might be the demand setup, or we might just continue making more lows. We'll see right now. I'm gonna say right now, okay? Okay. Rule number 19, know your edge. Rule number 20, know your time horizon. Rule number 21, good traders have a plan. They may not always stick to the plan, but they always have one. Rule number 22, fight aggressive ones. Rule number 23, be flexible. Don't get married to a view. Rule 24, do not let random low conviction traders kill you. Rule 25, have fun. If you don't enjoy it, what's the point? 25 rules. At 640 or live trading is like for potential trade setups. So in the 1 hour, 4 hour, it's all about marking up mirror data, pushes and downsides. Now, I go down on 15 minute, usually 30 minute or 15 minute, and I start looking at what the market is doing. So as you could see, you got around the 500 250 level to 650, and there was a major drop. And when you go on the 1 hour, you have to see why it went pushing on the upside because there's gaps that have to fill in when it when this major down push happened. Now, when it comes to 4 hours, it looks like it broke structure to the upside. Not once, not twice, but three times. So on the higher time frame, it looks like we're pushing up. When you go to the 1 hour, it just looks cleaner. Look at this up rejection on the 1 hour candle. However, it broke structure. So you're always gonna be able to find trade subs going both ways if you don't have a clear system. That's why we need a system. And I understand that not your pretty setups will always win. That's why you have A+ setups to increase more probability. So on the higher time frame, it looks like we're going up. And I do want to get in for upsides. However, I'm gonna just wait a little longer. Usually I get in during the candlestick. However, I want to learn how to get in at the open, okay, with a candle. So when it comes to 15 minute, there is a the gap is getting filled in, but market is going down. It's on the 15 minute and the 5 minute. Our time frame is says we're bullish. So what we're doing right now is we're just waiting to see what happens in that little zone. Now on the S&P 500, it looks like it caught liquidity in the higher time frame or caught this little zone in the 1 hour and it's rejecting, right? On the 15 minute, it looks rangy, bro. This looks really weird. I normally don't trade like this. In fact, I haven't looked at S&P 500 in a long time. I just did it for the profit account. But it's pushing. Good pushes, good pushes. I don't know how long I've been recording this, but it's been a minute. These videos been long, but I'm dealing with things all at once, and I just think this is my way of going about it. Before we get to the lifestyle, to the money, what the money does, and this, I'd rather educate, I'd rather give out my view of the markets. Well, I'm pretty sure a lot of people like to see the thoughts, what I'm saying, before someone actually makes it, quote unquote, makes it, whatever the fuck that means. But yeah, so right now I'm just waiting on the way this candle closes. Mm. because if it breaks market structure, so if it breaks this, we're probably gonna be going up. So I'll be looking for a demand setup right here. You know, pretty much like this. Hold on, I'm gonna keep back how it was. There's some good pushes. I'm being extra cautious or patient because it's my first time back trading in a while. So my decision making is kind of rusty. It's off a little bit, but no excuses. So we'll see. See what's going on. See what's going Another good tip is what happens on the left side will translate to the right hand side. As I can a little bit. Mm. I'm gonna stand up and watch and stuff. However, give me a moment. I'm gonna pause it. I'll be right back. Just wanted to get comfy. My bad. I don't have no desk. I want to stand up. I just want to chill. So as you can see, there's a major rejection. So we'll see if it holds. However, this is what I'm looking at. Stop loss. I'm bullish, but since it's kind of like holding on that zone, I'm gonna give you an example how it would be. I don't like ticks. I don't. There you go. That's more like it. Yeah, I like this. That's four. See how this how this candle closes. Because when you go to the 1 hour, this looks like it's gonna push the upside. When you go to 1 minute, I don't trade no 1 minute, so I don't know what to do. I was gonna give you a little sauce that is not even part of my system for today. So it broke structure right here. Look, but market lower, 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 low. So this can be chase up to, Originally, I'm looking for buys like this, but just based on the higher time frame. But I haven't traded in a while too, so I don't want to look as I'm just talking on my ass. Because, you know, based on this information, market. Market is showcase lower low, lower low, lower low, lower low, lower low, higher low, but it's wicking out right here. So it could wick out to bring a restriction on this upside so we can push it. Look at this. It looks like it's rejection to go back up after filling some gaps. Uh, price. Yeah, I don't really like using ticks. I'm not comfortable talking about price move ticks. And usually I'll just go by price. No, I'm quiet. I'm just watching price now. Like I'm attempting to be one with the market right now. However, my intuition is really off. It's been pretty off lately. Not just in trading, but my day to day. So I want to improve in it again. You have to learn how to compose. It's not your end all be all if you don't take a trade today. It's good to make money every day, especially when you go full time. However, you have to learn how to be cautious. Get your reps in. Okay, so we're going in for best. I skipped it to 1 minute, but this price is getting kind of iffy. So let's go for it. The thing about this is that it could come around this level, like when it around my 101, and it could just come dropping back down. Look at this wick. It looks kind of nasty too. My bias is upside, even though market structure is downside. I'm showing upside just because we've been bullish, bro. The 1 hour candle's good about it, and I might not even take a trade. I might lose a trade still, but not taking a trade. Think about that. Hmm. So one more candle for the hour closure and the hour open. It feels good to be trading again. It's been a minute. That's what's good doing this live now. I'm not gonna make it lives every single day, trading live all the time. However, in my intro video back, talking about prop firms, trading prop firms, it was good. I just want to be cautious. I don't want to overthink when it comes to my trades. However, um, I want to share the ups and the downs, but without really over analyzing, because that could be a lot of problem for a lot of traders. They want to be too good, too perfect, and they just fuck themselves over. Then they put themselves in their lies, and then you see a video with them years later. I have to come forward. Come on, my stomach hurts a little bit. Damn, bro. Not good at all. Not good. Okay, it seems like this is the mess of the fucking brick. The broke structure right here. I'm kind of force it right now. I'm trying to force the break structure right now, but it's a minor break structure right here. Clearly broke. This is holding right here. This setup right here is holding. 1 minute, all this is down. However, we broke this break structure, this break structure, and the next one was down over here. But look at the way it's closing. Now, I want to fill in the silence so people could get understanding of what's going on in my mind, and people could just still be interested in watching. It's boring, especially in the beginning, bro. But with time, you get to understand that boring is what pays the bills. It really does. Persistency is the key to most skills. As long as you're persistent long enough, you go about it with actually going all in, not in the trade setup, in the skill acquisition, then you'll make progress. Not be fast progress or slow progress, but it'll be progress. So let's look at the 1 hour closure. The way it closed. So the candle closed bullish with a major wick, filling in the gap. And then the 1 hour, it looks like it's gaining back momentum to the upside. Look at that push up. This is a good push up. Good closure, good wick. Okay, so I got in. First trade off the prop firm. This is not a great market structure for me to enter and buy, but we'll see. So the reason why I got into this, the 1 hour, they filled in a major gap in the downside, and the candle ended bullish. They filled in a little gap, and there's more gaps to fill in on top before there's could be pushes on the downside. See how this projection closed and how it's going up even with the wick as well. This is my first trade back, so hoping that's to get big win, especially talking about problems and everything. It wouldn't look bad on myself. So we had to break a structure while filling in these gaps. And well, I'm like wanted to see good rejection from this demand setup for the upside. So that's not what's happening. Ooh. I might save myself a big loss right here and just get out. Good rejection. Great rejection. I don't look at the 1 minute as much, so it's kind of scary when I look at the 1 minute. I got a friend of mine, he just on the 1 minute. This Friday, he made 21K across 10 Apex accounts on prop firm. Crazy. I'm not sure if you go up to 20 accounts on Apex, but he was stacked, dog. So if you divided that 21,000 with all accounts, it was probably like 2,000 per account, which is crazy, dog. Good for him. He actually inspired me to get back into prop firm, to put skin in the game using prop firm. So that's what we're doing now. So the 5 minute candle is bearish, but it's tweaking out of that imbalance, which is really nice. Really nice to see. Now, I'm trying to see if it has a bigger push for come bullish, because the candle at the end day is still bearish and it's still dropping a little bit and it's getting stuck in that little range. So, um, I would like to see it goes out of the demand setup and push to the upside, which is it's doing exactly that. That's astoundingly beautiful, 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 beautiful rejection from the demand setup. I love to see that. I love to see those. I love to see that. That really that puts me in a good spot mentally. Wow, good rejection from that candle was beautiful, 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 beautiful. We could just now get big push to the upside. That was extremely beautiful. Now, originally, do have my TP at a 3.5, so risk one to make 3.5. However, I'll probably be getting out a one or two, you know. So I'll be looking at price on this little area right here. Beautiful rejection, man. Now that's off the 5 minute. Let's go to the 15 minute. 15 minute, it wicked. It's all into the upside. So the 15 minutes is about close. Oh no, in 10 minutes. So 15 minutes bullish, 30 minutes bullish, 1 hour is bullish, and the 4 hour is bullish. All candlesticks are bullish right here. That's beautiful. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. That's beautiful, guys. This is what I mean. When you look at market structure, you just relax. Now, this could be, I could be talking out of my ass now, and it could just reject from here and it could stop. I would not like that at all. That would hurt. That would hurt. Imagine the first video taking a loss and being like that. So we'll see what it does right here. However, based on what's going on right now, I like what I'm seeing. Yeah, and you kind of look at price, man. When you start looking at price, you start spiraling a little bit, looking at the numbers, you might get out too early, get out, um, attempt to save, but in reality, you cutting and you're making worse decisions. It's just instead of just letting the trade play out. It's important to have persistency and just let the trade just chill. But this is my first trade back in a very long time, and I'm recording it live. As I talked about prop firms, trading prop, bro. This puts pressure on me. This is outside the norm, but I'm happy I did because it showcases what's real. I love trading personal funds. Um, However, let's just say I don't want to start out with personal funds, especially when I'm making videos. I want to educate. So what's a better way than talk about profit and leverage profits for my own use? I don't like those rejections because it hasn't broken new structure, and I would like for it to break a new structure. I would like to break the structure that's built and go to this new structure. I like to, because it will showcase momentum of the direction it actually wants to go. But if it doesn't do just that, then it could just be playing around with pricing that key level just for it to drop. So none of this matters if the candle doesn't close strong. So where you see the price right now at like 500, 153, 5,153 and stuff doesn't really matter as much as you think it does because price doesn't close in a new high. It means it could just drop. So it can do whatever it wants still, but it will I will feel more confident about the trade setup if it pushes up in a new high. As long as there's no rejection right now as it close, ooh, I don't know if I like that or not yet. I guess I'm gonna have to give it some time. It's that I don't like that actually. So let's look at the so that's low 180. So a 200 buck trade. So 1 on 1 will be 200. But I don't like looking at markets like that because you could be a couple dollars off and you might move your stop loss because or your take profit just to be greedy and stuff. And then you end up over trading because you didn't get enough profits that one trade. And just this is just a lot of bullshit, man. In all honesty. Now, charts, bro, they will get to you, especially as a beginner, bro. Dude, you have no idea the shit people go through, bro. Especially when you have life problems and everybody has problems. Some are bigger than others. Some go through more stuff through others than others. But at the end of the day, yourself, you know, you only got yourself. So when you got yourself and you're going through issues in your day to day, and you on top of that are learning skills, bro, it gets to you. So it's really important to just really gather yourself and knowing more than just your why. And you're not alone, bro. You're not alone. What helps me is you know that there's someone out there with bigger problems and bigger, bigger life problems and bigger shoes to fill. And there's someone that has less shoes to fill and less problems. It goes both ways, you know. At the end of the day, it's like you gotta make things happen either way. So why are you focused on others? Like when you're locked in, things are not going your way, and you're still pushing the needle. Push the needle, bro. Don't get too stressed out. Just lock in. Beautiful candlesticks, bro. This is what I love to see. I feel really comfortable and confident. You know, not comfortable is the wrong word actually, but I feel a lot good about the straight setup, knowing that there was a good rejection on this demand, break a structure. Hopefully, it looks like it's gonna break a new break structure. It's wicking around. Like I said earlier, if it stays in this price, it might just drop. But by the way things are going and how all the all the time frames are aligned right now, seems good. Seems good. Normally, um, people put their stop loss and break even or get out of the trade already when it's rejecting like this. And normally, sometimes I would too, bro. However, this year I wanna improve in all areas. Just keeping myself steady. As soon as I decide to enter a trade, just leave it alone and get out only when the profits in time of need. Good closure, bro. It seems like we're pushing to the upside. How do you guys think about all this? We're an hour in already, talking about the presentation, then live trading, and just getting to hear me out. I would love to talk to you guys, you know, ask your questions. That will come eventually. But for now, it's just for me, just putting myself out there, bro. Just putting myself out there. This is kind of scary because it looks like the M setup where it's this. I don't like that, but what I'm hoping is it's what I'm hoping is this. This is what I'm expecting to see. And remember, I'm gonna put a pause and I'm gonna show you this. Bro, I got scared. I thought I stopped the video. I hope this is not a new video. I hope it's all in the same video. I don't know. I'm kind of worried. Okay, I'm gonna put it back on pause because I got something to show you guys. So, in the news in the 7 in the morning, the conference was positive, negative, they stayed the same. Market structure, upside, good push, good pushes, good pushes, good pushes, good pushes, bro. I got a little nervous. I'm not sure if the recording stopped or it paused. Hopefully it just paused and we're back on the program. And if you guys have better ways of uh for me being able to go about this, please let me know because I don't just want to be in Zoom all the time and then sharing my screen and doing all this. Good pushes, bro. So originally I got in with 180, I guess, with the stop loss, or we're guessing 150. And we'll say that I'm up at 101 right now. So, ooh, that's a nasty rejection. So what people are seeing right now, what I assume people see is this big drop, and they see this as a um, sell trade opportunity. So we're in a key level right here, by 150. It's a key level, big push. There's like a setup right here for sells. And what I'm hoping is that we just fucking break through it. So 15 minute is good, 30 minutes is good, 1 hour is good, 4 hours is really good. So all time frames are bullish. And it goes down to 15 minute and 5 minute. It's all good. That means that all candlesticks are line for it to continue pushing up. But keep in mind that we are in a dangerous zone right here. So it's important on the way it plays around candle per candle. But so far, so good. So far, so good. Now, I do have meetings to go to in a bit, so I need to start getting ready for that. So I need to change in a moment. Yeah, I'm still here, by the way. Just give me a moment. Give me a moment. Hey, I don't know if you guys saw, but there was like a little figure right there. That was kind of scary, in my opinion. It looked really, 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 really scary. So now I'm ready. I'm ready for the. I'm ready for the meeting. I don't like this light. I'm gonna have to change that light. Price is doing its thing, man. I like to see that. So, apologies for being unprofessional, laying down, lights off, weird, on and off, the glare. Hey, you're good. It's all good, man. Okay, so we're officially up on 101. Risk was 180, but the way I see it is 150. So now it's gonna take a little moment too. So I'm gonna go back to something now. I just wanted to get ready. I don't want to get out too early of this, like especially when I'm showcasing that all the time frames are bullish. This area just could get a little iffy. Um, and there's market structure at the end of the day. So we're in an area where it could decide to do whatever it wants. It could continue pushing down or you continue pushing up. But I have faith it's going to continue pushing up due to the two minor breaking structures and the price. So remember, overall, gold is bullish, and there was a major downside push or big, heavy wick rejections. It it tapped into my EMA. I forgot what number this is, but EMA does it showcase here. So, so this was good. This still looks really good. Okay, realistically, I'm actually at 101 now based on money. So good, great. Bro, this is a great way to start off my channel, bro. Great way to start off my channel. I had past videos in the past that I posted on my personal account and stuff, but it was not professional. This is still not professional. I'm laying down, but I'm taking it more serious now. That's what I mean. I know this is a presentation on live training live as well. Come on, bro. Come on, man. I'm teaching you guys about prop firms, a little bit about prop firms. It could be a lot better, bro. But I did the Google slides at midnight. I woke up at 5 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? What time did I start Zoom? Like 5:30, 5:40? Like, bro, come on now. I did the fucking Google slides at 12:30 at midnight, bro. Hey, hey, and I'm trading live. Look at this, bro. Look at this, dog. This is beautiful, bro. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Come on. Come on. Let's go. And I'm doing this in front of you guys too. I can't, bro, my face is here. This is live on the prop firm. Like, bro, you can't fake this. You cannot fake this. Bro, I just love what I'm seeing right now. I'm gonna just let what I'm saying right now. It's gonna break. It's gonna do another push. So we have one, one push, two pushes. Let's see where this goes. Nah, I say two pushes so far. I would not consider this big stretcher at all. So what I'm hoping is, oh, oh no, I don't like this at all. Actually, no 15 minute. So candle's about to close on the 15 minute. 30 minutes bullish. It's in the EMA. Could reject from here. Okay, so I don't like this area where it's at right now. I actually don't. Or based on my bias, I'm just hoping it breaks. Or it's still right here though. So, so yeah, pretty much what I've been talking about. It could reject from this area. I don't like it. Or I'm gonna hold on to it. Remember, I will get to the lifestyle. I will post more about personal things and all that in time. But for now, it's just about the charts. Let's focus on how I can provide value for you guys first. And then we'll get to my ego side, my personal thing later on. Bro, I don't like the way this rejects it. 1 minute. So on the 1 minute, we had one brick of structure, two minor brick structures, nothing crazy. The thing is it could come back down, touching the gap, and go back up. But I don't want that at all. I'm just trying to see how it plays around this little zone. I don't want to get out too early. Good push. That's my initial thought. Good push. This is where things start to get serious. Where I let my profits go, or it just market structure doing its thing so it could get priced and continue pushing up. Feels not looking good at all. Wow. Wow, you see that nasty rejection on the higher time frame? Look at that. That looks nasty. Oh, really nasty. 1 hour is still bullish. Bullish, 4 hour. 30 minute, not necessarily. 15 minute, kind of nasty. 5 minute, even more nasty. Fuck. Good rejection. Good rejections. Okay. 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 Will we get a new breakup structure though? To the upside? That's the real question. Will we get a new breakup structure to the upside? I have a meeting, so if this doesn't go nowhere near my take profit by the time the meeting starts, I'm gonna have to just close this trade. And I still have to let this Zoom call load for the recording and still go to the next meeting. So I'm not too sure how that's gonna play out. Especially because I recorded for over 2 hours now. It's been 2 hours. But I can't just pause the video now. We're in a trade and we're in a key area. Key area, bro. Good. I like this rejection though. It was scaring me in the beginning, but now it's good rejection. Good bounces up to the upside, so I do like that. Price is acting a little slow though. But and this is why it's important just to stay persistent with the skill set, bro. Because a lot of times the trade have messed me over already. Younger so would have messed this trade up so many times already. Called out too early, trying to save myself from a loss. Um, price rejected, so I'm getting out. But you need to let the trade marinate. You have to understand that there's the candle still needs to print. The the candles need to do its thing every 5 minutes based on my system because I trade off the 5 minute. So every 5 minutes is a new candle. And one thing about it is one, you need to desanitize yourself to the market. Two, you need to learn what you're doing based on market structure. Three, it takes a lot of shooting yourself in the foot. And bro, I'm not even up the full 101 yet, technically. Are we gonna bring a new break structure? Let's go. So now I'm up a 101. Um, let's see what break structure again fully. Like a fully break the structure. So now it's just playing around this little area, dog. I don't like that. I do not like that. And I still have in my mind that the saving is to record it. It takes a while. I still have to go to other meeting. And this is my first trade. I don't want to look goofy. I take a loss, or I don't want to look goofy. It goes all the way over to my take profit, and I got out too early. Like those things are real, dude. Those things are truly, truly real. Good pushes, bro. I like to see that. No, I don't want to get that. That's, that's cool. I'm gonna just keep it over here, bro. I need to get out because of the. So based on this trade flow, like this. Okay, good pushes. Bro, I might just want to end this early, bro, because I have meetings to go to. I'm worried that this is gonna take forever to fucking stop the saving file. But good break structure, bro. This is going up nicely. Let's see how this goes. Good closure. Good closure. Good closure. I'm gonna be a little more patient with myself a little bit. Did create a new high. Mm, Not create a new high. That's interesting. It looks like it might reject because there's no bottom wick. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna have to end this because I'm gonna get worried for the trade setup. I'm eating all that. So it's rejecting. We'll get one push. So we get push. Okay. So I got on my trade right here. Technically, it was a 101, a little bit over 101. But I'm on my stop loss. So 102. I'm gonna have to end it, guys. So I'm gonna tell you guys why I got out quickly, and then I'm gonna end the video. And it's pushing, bro. This is the things I don't like doing a lot, getting out of my trades too early. But I'm under time right now. Okay, so first things first, price. Let's just say price all night from London session was dropping and was stuck in a range. As you can see, I had zones marked up for demand setups over here because I thought price was going to continue going up. or price drop. Okay, price drop. You fill in some gaps, a deep gap. Dog, I got out too early. You fill in the gap, and it rejected right from the EMA, and bro, price needed to tap in, dog. And as price tapped in, price needs to also fill in the gaps. So what made me really want to hop in is knowing that all time frames were aligned for bullish. And I've seen this trade set up a lot. Um, and I've memorized it through bearish. I still have memorized it through buying to sell, which is price gets stuck in a range, it drops, and then it fills in those gaps again, the same session. And I had a little good feeling that's what was going to happen today, and that's what happened. Originally, my stop loss was all the way over here for $180. But in my mind, I round up. At first, it was 200, but then I round up again to 150. And while price was going up, right, it was in this little area where it could reject. It could reject for sells again. So price could literally play around that little area, and like there's a lot of traders that got in for sells right here, and they got blown out. Their stop loss got blown out as we speak. Um, Price might just continue going up a little bit more, or it could reject, or it could just get stuck again right here in this range. I just need to get my scalp in, bro. Um, like I got meetings right now, and then this is my first video back, so keep in mind we're talking about prop firms, whether it could be pros and cons. As I'm trading live with a prop firm, okay, so it could get to you, bro. And it's my first trade back in a very long time. I took a long break from trading, and I'm back. And this is how we start off. Beautiful. This is For me, this is the best way God could have blessed me. And this is for me to showcase to you guys, hey, trading could really change your life if you want, but it takes time, dog. It takes time. Some more time than others. So stop the screen share. You saw me getting 102, bro. You saw me get 102. That's cool, but it doesn't really do anything to me. It doesn't really do anything to you. It's just about applying this, learning this, and then applying. I don't know what my next video is. I don't even like the Google Slides, bro. They're poor, bro. I literally did this, and it literally, bro. I did this at midnight, dog. Okay, so go through. These are the negatives, the positives, and just summary, bro. So it takes time, bro. Um, a lot of traders fake their results, and then they make it seem they're someone as they are, and then they get caught up lying to you guys. Just get caught up lying, and it just builds and builds and builds. My objective is just to be clear, upfront, and honest, and just continue building. I've been doing this for 3 years. I'm to a lot.